In this video, I wanted to show you how you can make yourself look 10 times better, going from this to this. As you probably want to start creating videos, you came across some YouTubers and thought, damn, these guys look good. How can I do this? You try out different lighting methods, but it's just not clicking. Lighting yourself in a more professional way is very important to stand out in the vast YouTube landscape. You want to look as professional as you can, so when viewers watch your videos for the first time, you want to stand out and people will take you more seriously. This method also helps if you want to start a freelance career and you want to learn how to light your interview subject. Now we're going to have a look on how I set up this shot. The first thing to do is setting up your camera. I use my Zcam as usual because we have a special connection together, but any other camera will do just fine. I like to use a lens with a fast aperture like the Sigma 18 to 35 mm. Because it has an f-stop of 1.8, it blurs out the background and makes my image look more professional. You want to move away from the wall as far as possible. I like to shoot where the corner of my room is in sight to create a better depth of field. Next, turn off all the lights to have a blank canvas. Then it's time to set up your first light, and this is called the key light. The key light is a light that will brighten up your face. It should be set up at a 45-degree angle to light up your subject. The light I am using here is a Godox VL300. This is a main light that I use on every shoot, and it's serving me quite well. It's a bit pricey, but I have to tell you that it's worth every single cent. If you want more budget-friendly options, go check out their Godox SL60W. As you can see, the light is a bit too bright and it's creating these harsh shadows right here. And that's something we don't want, so we have to make the light softer. To soften the light up, you want to use a diffuser. I use the Aputure Lighton 1, which is great because you have a big surface that softens the light very well. It is a bit tedious to set up, but as soon as you've done it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. Adjust the brightness to your liking and it's good to go. One problem is when you're wearing glasses, you might get an annoying glare. The trick to eliminate this is to switch the light to the side of the subject. This creates a nice shadow to the face as well and gives a more moody look. This might do the trick already to make your video stand out, but we want to take it one step further. Step 2 is to add your fill light. And what the fill light does is it lights up this part of the face. Right now it's a bit too moody for this video, so we want to add in another light. Just make sure the fill light isn't as bright as your key light, because otherwise our face will be too lit up. Place the light in the opposite direction of your key light and check on your screen or monitor how you look. I am using the Godox SL60W with an Aputure lantern to soften the light up. I mentioned this light before. This light has less power, but it does a job. I highly recommend this light for everyone who starts out their YouTube channel or a freelance video career. Next up is our rim light. And the rim light should be placed above your head or behind the subject. Just make sure the rim light is not in the image or any light stands. And the rim light basically separates the subject from the background a bit more. It also creates a bit more dimension in your shot. I'm using a C-stand to create an angle together with a Viltrox L116T for the rim light. A simple and cheap light that's very easy to set up. Here we go. Voila. And for our final touch, we'll add some practical lights. Practical lighting is a use of regular working light sources like lamps, candles or your computer screen. Also, make sure you're not using a moving background. Otherwise, your viewers will see where you made the cut in your editing process. And so let me wrap this up one more time for you. First, there's the key light, which is this one right here. Secondly, we have our fill light. And for our third light, we have the rim light. And then finally, we have our practicals. The key light is the main light for the subject. Secondly, we have our fill light to fill up those shadows. And then we have our rim light, which separates us more from the background. Then our practicals to show off your cool stuff. So that concludes our video for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. I sincerely enjoyed creating this video. It took me a while, but I hope you have an awesome year. I will make sure I will create as much videos as I can because they bring me much joy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.